Hello everyone, so today we'll be starting with practice set 1.2 geometry standard 10th. Okay, so without wasting any time, let us start the first one, where we have to show that PM is the angle bisector. In fact, we have to identify whether PM is the angle bisector of angle QPR or no. Okay, now this is 7, this is 3, this is 1.5, and this is 3.5. Okay, now according to angle bisector property, let us see what is angle bisector property first. If this is triangle XYZ, okay, and YM is the angle bisector, this identical marks denote that YM is the angle bisector of angle XYZ. Therefore, because this is the angle bisector, XY upon YZ is equal to XM upon MZ. Okay, you have to remember, first you have to take the sides containing the angle bisector. These are the sides that contain the angle bisector, equals to the side which gets cut, that is XM upon MZ. Okay, they are equal. So once this happens, the converse says that if the ratios are equal, then this ray becomes the angle bisector. Okay, so we have to start first sum on the basis of this property. Okay, so let us see. This is PR upon PQ. I am getting 3 upon 7. Okay, and because I started with PR, so I'll take RM upon QM, that is 1.5 upon 3.5. Now I don't want this point decimal sign, so this will become 15 upon 35. Why? Because I multiplied this with 10. Okay, so now this becomes 5 3 times and 5 7 times. So you can see this is also 3 upon 7, this is also 3 upon 7. So therefore I can write PR upon PQ equals to RM upon QM. Okay, therefore PM is the angle bisector. Okay, this is by converse of angle bisector property. Okay, so likewise we'll do second one. Okay, so let us see second one. We'll take first PR upon PQ. PR upon PQ is 7 upon 10. Then I'll take RM upon QM. So that is 6 upon 8. This cannot be reduced. This can be reduced. So I'll write 2 3s are, 2 4s are. They are not equal. So there is no question that PM will be the angle bisector. Okay, you just have to write these two ratios are not equal. Okay, then third one. Okay, so let us start. I'll write PM, your pardon, this is PQ upon PR equals to 9 upon 10, and then QM upon RM equals to 3.6 upon 4. Because I don't want this decimal, I'll multiply this by 10, so this will become 36 upon 40. By which number we can cancel? 4 10s are, 4 9s are. Okay, so you can see both are equal now. Therefore I can write PQ upon PR equals to QM upon RM. This is from 1 and 2. Both are 9 upon 10. Therefore, if this ratios are equal, I can write therefore PM is the angle bisector, okay, of angle QPR. What is the reason? You will write by converse of angle bisector property. Okay, then okay, so as you can see, question number 2, the measures of the sides are given, PR is given, NR is given, so we can find PN. Okay, and also PQ is given, this is 25, PM is given 15, and we have to find QM. Okay, so how will you find that QM? I'll find QM is equal to PQ minus PM. Why? Because they are collinear. P dash, M dash, Q. They are all three are collinear. So PQ is 25 minus 15, 10. Similarly, I want to find PN. What is PN? It is PR minus NR. Why? Because P dash, N dash, R. All three are collinear. So that is 20 minus 8, 12. Okay, now they have asked whether these two lines are parallel or no. Okay, children, you know what is BPT, so I'll check with BPT. PN upon NR equals to 12 by 8. This is 12, this is 8. Okay, so this comes to 4 3s are 4 2s are. Okay, also let this be 1. Also PM upon MQ equals to, this is 15 and this is 10. Okay, so we can cancel this by 5. 5 3s are 5 2s are. You can see 1 and 2 are equal. That means these two ratios are equal. Therefore PN upon NR equals to PM upon MQ. Now because they are equal, the intercepts are equal, I can write therefore side NM is parallel to side QR. Okay, now what is the reason? Converse of basic proportionality theorem. Okay, this is the reason, converse of basic proportionality theorem. Okay, then we'll move on to the next one. Question number 3, they have given NQ is the angle bisector. Okay, because this is angle bisector, you can use here angle bisector property. NQ is the angle bisector of angle MNP. Therefore NM upon NP is equal to MQ upon QP. Okay, NM upon NP equals to MQ upon QP. What is this? This is by angle bisector property. Remember children, if you write by angle bisector theorem, it will be wrong, because angle bisector theorem is different, that you did in 9th standard. So for that we have kept separate name angle bisector theorem, and here we cannot use that theorem. We will call this angle bisector property. So we will substitute now. NM is how much? It is 5, NP is 7, MQ is 2.5, and PQ we have to find. Therefore cross multiplication, 7 into 2.5 upon 5. Okay, now 5 5s are 25, so I'll write 5 5s are 25. Instead of 5 I'll put 0.5 because it is 2.5. Now what is 7 into 0.5? 7 5s is 35, so I'll write 3.5. Okay, so therefore I'll write PQ is equal to 3.5. Okay, then Okay, so question number 4, you can see how many triangles can you see here? 2 triangles. Yes, out of that you can see 2 angles are congruent. Okay, and with the help of this much information we have to prove AP upon PB equals to AQ upon QC. Means straight away you can see we have to apply here BPT. Okay, for applying BPT we need to prove that the lines are parallel. Okay, how will we prove that the lines are parallel? See, very simple. We'll use the given information. Angle APQ is congruent to angle ABC. APQ and ABC are congruent. Why? Because each of them is 60 degree. Each is 60 degree. Children, aren't they corresponding angles? Yes, they are corresponding angles. Okay, so if we know they are corresponding angles, we can write, therefore side PQ is parallel to side BC. Why? Corresponding angles test. Okay, you have to write corresponding angles test. Now because the lines are parallel, I can use BPT and simply write this. Therefore AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. This is by basic proportionality theorem. Okay, you can write BPT. Okay, then we'll come to fifth one. Okay, so now children, you can see AP is parallel to PQ is parallel to DC. Now here the result is somewhat similar to BPT. Okay, as in BPT you had AP upon PD is equal to BQ upon QC. So here also the result will be the same. The only thing we'll use is the intercepts made by 3 parallel lines. Okay, so I'll write here AB is parallel to PQ is parallel to CD. I'll write therefore by property of, this reason is very important children, by property of intercepts made by 3 parallel lines. Okay, as in a triangle you write BPT. So when there are 3 parallel lines and intercepts are formed, you have to write this whole by property of intercepts made by 3 parallel lines. Okay, then you get this AP upon PD equals to BQ upon QC. Okay, so I will substitute now. Therefore 15 upon 12 equals to BQ upon, this is 14. Okay, so cross multiply, BQ is equal to 15 into 14 upon 12. Okay, I'll cancel this with 2 6 times, 2 7 times, again here with 3 2s are 3 5s are. So what I'm getting now, I cannot cancel further. What I'm getting here, 5 7s are 35 here upon 2. What is 35 upon 2? 17.5. So this is your answer. Okay, then so sum number 6, you can see NQ is the angle bisector. Okay, now if NQ is the angle bisector, we can use angle bisector property. Okay, so I'll write first NQ is the angle bisector of angle MNP. Therefore MN upon NP, MN upon NP, the sides containing the bisector and the side that get cuts by the bisector. Okay, that is MQ upon QP. This is by angle bisector property. Okay, MN is 25, NP is 40, MQ is 14 and QP or PQ we have to find. Okay, so cross multiply, PQ is equal to 14 into 40 this will get cross multiply, 25 will go below. Okay, so this is 5 5s are 5 8s are. Okay, now can we cancel further? No. What is 14 8s are? 14 7s are is 98, 14 8s are is 112. Okay, so what is 112 upon 5? It is 22.4. So your answer is PQ equals to 22.4. Then seventh one. Okay, so here also you can see AB is parallel to CD is parallel to FE. So which property will you use here? Property of intercepts made by three parallel lines. We have to find two things here, X and AE. Okay, so here we'll first write AB is parallel to CD is parallel to EF. Therefore, you will write the whole reason by property of intercepts made by three parallel lines. Okay, so it will be what? FD upon DB, this intercept upon this intercept, equals to EC upon AC. Now let us write its value. Its values are FD, this is 4 upon 8, EC is X upon 12. Okay, so I will get X is equal to 12 into 4 upon 8. Okay, 12 into 4, 8 will go below. Very easy. 4 1s are 4 2s are 2 1s are 2 6 are. How much is X? X is 6. So we got one X. Now we have to find AE. It is very simple. A is equal to AC plus CE. Why? Because they are collinear, A dash C dash E. So it is 12 plus 6. What is 12 plus 6? AE is 18. Okay. Then let us move on to 8th one. So very simple, you can see MT is the angle bisector and you have to find LT. So how will you start? MT is the angle bisector of angle LMN. Therefore LM upon MN equals to LT upon TN. This is what by angle bisector property. Okay, now write their values, substitute their values. 6 upon 12, 10 equals to LT upon 8. Okay, now LT equals to 6 into 8 upon 10. Okay, now you can cancel this by 4. 2 4s are 2 5s are. Okay, so you are getting this. Further we cannot cancel. You are getting this as 24 by 5. Now what is 24 by 5? 5 4s is 20, 4 remains, 5 8s is 40. So LT is equal to 4.8. This is your final answer. Okay, then okay, so 9th one is similar to what we have to find using angle bisector property. The only thing here is the values are given in terms of X. Okay, so how will we find them? It is very simple. We will write first BD is the angle bisector of angle ABC. Therefore AB upon BC equals to AD upon DC. This is by angle bisector property. Okay, now replace their values. AB is X, this is X plus 5, this is X minus 2 and this is x plus 2. So cross multiply, I'll get x bracket x plus 2 equals to x plus 5 bracket x minus 2. Okay, this will become x square plus 2x is equal to, this will be x square plus 5x minus 2x, and this will be minus 10. Okay, so you can see here x square can get cancelled. Okay, what remains here is 2x is equal to, what is 5x minus 2x? This is 3x minus 10 as it is. Okay, so if I solve this, 2x minus 3x equals to minus 10. Okay, this will be 2x minus 3x will be minus x equals to minus 10. So minus minus will get cancelled. What is the value of x? The value of x is 10. Okay, then, okay, so 10th one, children, it is in the form of fill-ups, but rather we'll do the whole proof. Now what is given is PQ is parallel to DE. So this line is parallel to this line. QR is parallel to EF. QR is parallel to EF. Okay, and we have to find PR is parallel to DF. Okay, so how will we do that? See, PR is parallel to DF. We'll first use in triangle XED. You can see this triangle XED. Okay, I can write PQ is parallel to DE. This is given. Therefore, I can write XP upon PD equals to XQ upon QE. Here I can use BPT. XP upon PD is equal to XQ upon QE. This is by BPT, and I'll give this as 1. Similarly, in triangle XEF, you can see XEF, QR is parallel to EF, QR is parallel to EF. Okay, this is given. Therefore, I can write XQ upon QE equals to XR upon RF. Okay, this is also by BPT, and this is point number 2. Okay, now point number 1 and point number 2, if you observe, XQ and QA is common in both. XQ and QA is common in both. Yes or no? So if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, that means A is equal to C. Yes or no? So therefore XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF. This ratio will become equal to this ratio because this is common in both the points from 1 and 2. Now if you observe this, XP upon PD is equal to XR upon RF. I can use converse of BPT here. That means that these two lines are parallel. Therefore PR is parallel to which side? DF. Okay, this is by converse of BPT. Okay, so with this we complete our 10th one. Let us move on to the last sum, 11th one. Okay, so you can see there are two angle bisectors in sum number 11th. Okay, BD bisects angle ABC and CE bisects angle ACB. So of course we can use angle bisector property. Okay, BD bisects angle ABC. Therefore I can write AB upon BC equals to AD upon DC. Okay, this is by angle bisector property. Okay, I'll give this as point number 1. Similarly, CE bisects angle ACB. CE bisects angle ACB, so I can use here AC upon CB equals to AE upon EB. This is also by angle bisector property. Okay, this is point number 2. Is there anything common you can see? No. Just look at the LHS. LHS says that AB upon BC, and here it is AC upon again BC. Okay, but you can see the denominators are same, BC BC. Are the numerators same, AB and AC? No, they are different. Yes, they are same. AB and AC are actually equal. Okay, so I'll write but AB is equal to AC. Point number 3, this is given. Okay, so from 1, 2 and 3, if you observe 1, 2 and 3 correctly, LHS becomes same. This is AB upon BC. This is also AB upon BC because AB and AC are equal. So what happens now? Therefore RHS becomes equal. AD upon DC equals to AE upon EB. This is what? Okay, we got it from 1 to 3. But with this, we'll get AE upon EB is equal to AD upon DC. Therefore, we'll get ED is parallel to BC. This is by converse of basic proportionality theorem. Okay, goodbye children, good luck.